Hello everybody, it is Nailboy5499 here today in my world of Minecraft. And so today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some useful tips on how to build an underwater structure. I have a large world, obviously. I've built a lot of different kind of crazy things, but one of the first things I've tried to make and had a really hard time with was making an underwater tunnel. And I finally ended up making one right here, as you can see, and it works fine. But it took me so long, and actually I figured out after I made it, there's a much easier way. In fact, I wanted to make it across this entire ocean way over there, but I decided to only make it to that point because it was so difficult. So I'm going to show you today of how to build one that's really easy, and it's not very hard. So I already recorded this video once just to get that out of the way, so just so you know, and it didn't work. I got to the very end of the video and ended up finding out the recording just I didn't record the video, let's just say that. The recording never started. But so now I'm sure that I see a little red number. I don't know if you can see a little red number up in that corner, but I know it's recording now. So yeah, there's actually 3 ways to build an underwater structure. One way is the way I did it, which is an extremely complex way. Another way is making a big dirt pit, more or less, but making a huge crater in the ground, and then building your underwater structure out of glass, and then filling up that crater with water, thus creating a false man-made lake. But if you have a regular natural ocean like this, and you want to really build, an amazing underwater tunnel, that was the last video. Don't worry about that one. I'll show you how to do it. So let's get we're not going to use that one. We're going to go over here a little bit further. My test video. I'll kind of show you some things you might need: glass, obviously, and dirt, and torches, ladders. You don't need ladders, but it's good to have them. I mean, there's a lot. You can basically just get everything. If you see that there's no numbers next to my items here, that just means I have basically infinite of them because I am a hacker. I'm real cool, but it does not require any hacks for this. So basically, it's pretty simple. If you want to build an ocean, if you want to build an ocean, you want to build a tunnel, you have to think about the way your structure is going to be set up. If you're building a big complex city, this is going to be kind of hard, and you're going to have to do a lot of thinking. If it's going to be a straight tunnel, it's super simple and easy. Basically, what you need to do is you just got to think of a starting point and an end point. We're going to start here and end over there. We're not going to actually go over there, but you can figure this out. So basically, you're going to build your tunnel out of dirt, but not the way you think. You're gonna try to think of the interior, the places you're gonna walk, and then you have to build the interior out of dirt, and then you have to put the glass around the dirt. If you can already think about what I'm saying, you might actually probably have clicked off this video because you already know how to do it. But I'll kind of show you. So basically, you build the interior. This is where I'm gonna be walking when it's finished. You build the interior, you build this completely out of dirt. We're not going to build a very long tunnel here. Dang it, I didn't mean to do that. Gotta get rid of it now. So basically, whenever you put on a dirt block, it actually consumes the water. The water doesn't fill up or nothing. It's not like if you put infinite amount of blocks here, it's not going to overflow. It actually deletes all the water that you're kind of putting there. So it's a decent sized tunnel. We'll build a little longer. So yeah, you build the entire interior. If I wanted to go to that other island over there, or the other continent, whatever you want to call it, I would build this like this, exactly like I'm doing, all the way across. I don't know why I've hit an underwater mountain here, but you understand. Now you have to have an end point. So I can't just stop here. If I try to do that, then it would break. So we have to have a little bit of it has to start. The tunnel has to start with air, so the dirt has to be touching air at the start. It can touch water then anywhere else, and then it has to end in air for you to come out. right? So it kind of makes sense, right? Then you have to take your glass or whatever material you want your tunnel to be built out of. Glass is cool because you can see out of it and you can see that you're underwater. And then you're going to build the actual tunnel. So now you have to take the glass and you have to basically wrap the dirt around in glass. And think about it this way. No water can ever touch dirt. Alright, so you have to take the water, or you have to take the glass, and you have to in circumference the entire amount of dirt in glass. Before you go into the next phase, if any of the dirt is touching water, if any of the dirt after you completely entirely build all the glass and put down all the glass, if any of the dirt is touching water, your tunnel will fail epically. All right, I cannot phrase that enough. You have to completely circumference your entire dirt building out of glass in this phase. So I'm almost done here. If I can get this. So just double check, because if you think that it is and it's not, and you start the next phase, you will have to do this entire process all over again. This is the point of no return. Once you start digging, you have already dug. You cannot stop digging. That does not need to be there. So just check one more time, make sure you didn't miss any of it. Just make sure everything's good, everything's going to be fine. Now, go to one of the ends and straight up dig. Do not touch, make sure you're aiming correctly and do not hit the glass, because then you ruin everything and have to start all over again. Don't be stupid. Stay in the middle and just make sure you don't hit glass. And as you're digging, since the dirt was taking the place of the water, as you are this is not planned correctly here. After you are done digging, you will emerge coming out. Oh, well. Okay, that was a little bit. You can fix this. This is not very hard to fix. There you go. The water will actually. This is not infinite water, so it will just go away. So yes, that is how you do it. That's it. So obviously you can build large buildings, structures, whatever, with this same method. Now, I'm going to give you another little tip here. When it becomes dark and you're trying to build tunnels underwater and stuff that's really deep down, it gets real dark. Even in the daytime, you can't see crap. I cannot see a single thing in front of my face, really. What you need to do is build yourself some torches. But torches don't work underwater, obviously. Basic physics. So what we're going to do here is show you how to put a torch underwater. Alright, so you go down to the very deep of the very deepest, ocean. And you build a very simple structure. It doesn't matter what material. Basically, you just need... Let's see here if I can do this. Basically, build a triangle. Make a row of 3, and then 1 on top. You'll be able to see this a little more easier after I'm done building. So you build what I just built there. Hold on, you'll be able to see it in a second. And you need some ladders, because ladders have a special property in this game that can do crazy stuff. And you're doing what I'm doing. You can't see what's happening. It looks really weird, I know, but you will get the gist of it in a second. If I can... Oh, no. Must have missed something. There we go. Haha. Alright. So yes, this is the basic way of how to get underwater lighting. You have a full torch here, full air pocket so you can breathe underwater. Basically, the ladder actually subtracts the whole block. So ladders, you can still walk through this block, but it doesn't allow anything else to go into this block. And then so the torch is protected. And you have to have a block right here, or the water will come in from this angle and break it. As you can see, I'm not even going to show it. You understand. You're not dumb. So yeah, the ladders, they create these little, I don't know what to call them. They create little things that basically, little air pockets that allow torches to go. So you can actually, if you're ever are building a tunnel underwater, and all of a sudden you come up to the top and you don't know where your tunnel is, and you're like, what? Because like all you can see is blue from here. You build these little torches along the side of your tunnel, and you go, oh, okay, we're good. So yeah, that's a little tip there. I don't know. I mean, it's very simple to build underwater structures once you have these basic principles down. But they're tips that aren't really known by a lot of people. Like I by my tunnel over here. I don't know. Did I tell you guys about how I built that tunnel? I did on the last video. I know that, but so that we showed you how to build that tunnel. It's very simple. Dirt subtracts. Put the dirt where you're gonna walk, and have glass basically everywhere around the dirt, basically encompassing it. That's probably not even a term. I'm probably misusing that word, but it's very simple. So I'm gonna tell you how I built this one over here, which you might want to encompass this, technique if you're not sure what you're gonna build. I don't know if I told you or not. I forget, but so I'm just gonna go again. If I've already told you, you might as well turn off this video now. But so with this tunnel, what I did was I laid down the track first, right? And I just built glass around it with area enough for me to walk through. Well, that made it so that there's water all through this tunnel. It's filled with water. I'm standing right here looking down into my tunnel, and there's water all the way up to here, right? So what I had to do was take 3 buckets and constantly take a little bit of water away, go over here, dump it off. I dumped off some right here. That's why it looks weird. I've also dumped off a lot on the hill over there. That water was not there naturally. And so yeah, it's a hard thing to do. So build it the way I showed you. It's a little bit easier. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show you today in Minecraft. Maybe, yeah, just subscribe to me if you haven't already. Little fun little video. So yeah, trying to think if there's anything else I want to say. I don't believe so. Have you guys seen the squids yet? I wish I could find a squid for you guys to see. I have light blocks all through here. They kind of give a little bit of light off. I don't know. I had squids in my last video, but now that the squids are around and there's actual, they're just swimming around in the water, a lot more people are getting interested in building underwater structures. So that's why I decided to build this video. So yes, that's basically it. And another easy way to make your tunnel lit up from, like, if you want to be able to see it when you're on top, since torches can't go on top of glass, you use little wooden blocks going up all the way from your tunnel all the way to the top, and then on top. It looks very cool when you do that. All right, so that's it, guys. Just wanted to share this little building method with you. So yeah, we will see you guys later.